Hey friends, are you wanting real relief from hot flashes? Then listen up, because I'm going to be talking about how to cool down your body and get a good night's sleep during menopause. If hot flashes are ruining your sleep, then you're definitely not alone in that. Up to 80% of women going through menopause experience these really uncomfortable symptoms. And hot flashes aren't just about overheating or being too warm. They can actually come along with things like heart palpitations and some anxiety, which is pretty uncomfortable. And for around 20 to 25% of women, these symptoms are so intense that they really negatively impact daily life. And here's the kicker. These symptoms don't just come and go. Once they arrive, they can hang around for up to almost 7.5 years. So they'll often start in perimenopause and go right through to the end of menopause, which for some women, that can be almost a decade. That's a long time to be slogging through the day because you haven't got enough sleep at night. So it's no surprise that women are looking for something to relieve their hot flashes during this time. And thankfully we can find relief from hot flashes in a few different places, which I'm going to talk about. The first one on my list is supplements. So just a note of caution, supplements aren't regulated like other foods and medicines. And the evidence on how effective they truly are for relief of hot flashes varies quite a bit. I would say it's very important to be talking to your healthcare professional before starting any type of supplement. Having said that, some of the more common ones that you might hear about are things like melatonin, black cohosh, evening primrose, and red clover. But there again, the science is pretty mixed and there could be some side effects. So you'll want to talk to your doctor about that. Perhaps a safer and more reliable option is following classic sleep hygiene practices. This involves things like keeping a regular bedtime routine, avoiding coffee and alcohol later in the day, skipping big meals before you go to bed, as well as building a calming nighttime routine and avoiding any screen use before bed. These strategies can help, but for many, they're only a part of the solution. In addition to the sleep hygiene practices, lifestyle tweaks are often the first line of defense for fighting hot flashes. Think of things like cool bedroom temperatures, sipping small amounts of water before you go to bed at night, layering your bedding so that you can easily adjust when the hot flashes hit, as well as the good old-fashioned fan, using a fan to cool things down. It's also strongly recommended to avoid things that could trigger night sweats and hot flashes, stuff like drinking alcohol, eating spicy foods, caffeine, as well as smoking. And there's a fair amount of research that demonstrates that getting enough exercise and maintaining a healthy body weight can also reduce symptom severity. There are also some mind-body approaches, things like deep breathing techniques, mindfulness meditation, even hypnotherapy. These things are actually showing some early promise in helping women cope with hot flashes. Though the research is still emerging, I don't think that it could be harmful in any way to experiment with these things, so that's something to think about. There's also some evidence that suggests acupuncture may be helpful to reduce the frequency and severity of hot flashes for some women. I personally get acupuncture every 2 weeks. I do these sessions for general health and wellness. What I have found personally is that it definitely helps to balance out my energy levels, helps to improve my mood, and I think I have also noticed some improvements in sleep. So I can personally attest to acupuncture as an option for holistic health. Perhaps one of the coolest things that I'm going to talk about today are active cooling sleep technology. There are now sleep technologies designed to help regulate your body temperature at night. One really cool example of this is the 8 Sleep Pod system. This is a fully immersive sleep system that transforms your bed into something that actually listens to and responds to your body in real time. To do this, it uses a temperature-controlled mattress cover that fits on any bed, and it involves contactless sensors that track things like heart rate and breathing and sleep cycles and temperature preferences. And through tracking that, it gains information that then helps to optimize your sleep environment automatically. So it does all the work for you, which is pretty nice. The 8 Sleep Pod system circulates water through thin tubes that are connected to a bedside hub, and that keeps your bed at your ideal temperature all night long. Because it's a closed loop system, And because it's a closed loop, non-leak design, you can rest easy knowing that you won't have to deal with any malfunctions that cause leaking during the night. We really have come a long way from the waterbeds that we used to have in the 80s. When lifestyle changes and sleep technology aren't enough, hormone therapy remains the most effective treatment for hot flashes. For women who can't or don't want to do the hormone therapy, there's also certain non-hormonal medications that your family doctor can prescribe for you that may offer some relief. But I'm not here to offer any medical advice, so I'm going to leave that to you and your doctor to figure out. So, the bad news. Hot flashes are common, they're long-lasting, and they sometimes are quite disruptive to life. The good news, real relief does exist. And whether it comes in the form of supplements, lifestyle adjustments, active cooling technologies like sleep aid, medications, or hormone treatment, the best approach is probably a personalized plan based on your unique needs. It's just about figuring out what works for you. So I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you so much for listening. Keep cool, ladies.